Hey pilots, Plasma 1945 about to enter himself onto the squadron bulletin board of an F-117 stealth fighter. As part of my research of the Kola Peninsula map, I decided to look at some of the older games and I jumped back into the F-117 stealth fighter here, and we're actually going to switch the map to North Cape at the top of the map there, aka the Kola Peninsula. There's a lot of theaters in this game sim, but we're going to go right up there, North Cape 1985, and we're going to change ourselves to do a Cold War scenario. Hopefully we don't need to drop any bombs. So let's change that up to Cold War, so we're not dropping bombs, and we have to do some flying and probably some photography. And let's jump in. Alrighty. Well, one more thing. Let's make it a little more difficult here. We're going to change this up, and we're going to change our enemies to be regular pilots, not completely useless, and we can go easy landings. That is, if I'm going to land this bird. Alright, let's decode mission orders. This is a pretty cool little effect in this game with a whole bunch of synthesized music. So we're taking off from USS Kennedy, photographing a surface-to-air missile, then destroying a fuel facility. This is unusual for a Cold War scenario because we shouldn't be blowing anything up. So a lot of bases around here and a lot of places to take off and land from. I could try to change my landing to land at one of the other bases, but then I'd have to get a whole new mission, and this looks like a pretty fast mission. So take off from the USS Kennedy, photograph a surface-to-air missile, and then land back after destroying a fuel farm. Really unusual. But as you can see in these older games, all these bases were mapped out and had types of aircraft available, types of surface-to-air defenses there. All that was captured in this game. So very, very cool. So what we can do is we can actually bring up the missile ranges and the weapon types here, and we can actually highlight those, or we can quickly scroll through all these bases. You guys can hit pause and read the names and the type of aircraft at those bases, and hopefully we're going to see that in the new Kola Peninsula map in DCS World. But as you can see, a lot of bases here and a lot of airfields as well. All right, so here's our missile ranges and radar ranges. We know we've got some Doppler and some pulse radars. Should be able to avoid those. Enemy troops. Let's take a look at our briefing. So presence of a new surface-to-air missile. We need to take that out. And then what we need to do is we need to fly to Kilpiavir and destroy a tank farm. Really unusual to actually destroy something. To destroy fuel is very unusual, guys. Mission is clandestine. Avoid visual identification. You may fire upon targets authorized for elimination or those who attack you. Okay, well, let's go select our weapons. Also, back in the day, this game, you could choose all kinds of weapons. Free fall bombs, laser guided bombs. I'm going to grab some GBU-12s because those are easy to use. And I'm going to load up some AMRAAMs as well. Now, in the real world scenario, there would only be 2 bomb bays, and there would definitely be no air-to-air weapons on an F-117. But as you can see, there's tons and tons of weapons. So I've got 7 air-to-air missiles. I can take on a whole flanker here. All right, we're ready to rock, so let's go for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff.
Hey, we've even got digital audio here. Looks like I'm in training mode. And we're off. Just like in DCS, the ingress is the most boring part, so I'm going to speed it up 4-fold as we head towards the enemy base. I'm actually going to speed it up even faster. So let's check our weapons. We've got a camera that we can take pictures of through our open bomb bay door. We've got air-to-air missiles, which we shouldn't have on an F-117 fighter. And we've also got a couple of paveway bombs for that ground strike that we're supposed to do. So I've climbed to a bit of altitude to avoid the mountains. That's the green triangles that are showing up there. Yeah, those are mountains, and you can crash into them. So I'm trying to avoid them. Also, I'm trying to not approach the radar head-on. Trying to come in through a bit of a notch, but that's not really going to make much of a difference here because I do need to close in. Alright, here's our primary target, the surface-to-air missile. We're going to slow this down. We've got a MiG-29 Fulcrum circling. I don't think he sees us. The bar on the bottom below the map, the EGR and the EMV, is how effectively you're hiding from the enemy radars. So the spikes are from their radars, that's nails from their radars, both ground-based and air-based. And the more of the blue bar is full, the easier it is to be... Hang on. The bigger the red part of the bar, the easier it is for them to target you. The more blue it is, the harder it is. So as you can see, as soon as I try to change my position by moving my wings, my bar actually fills up and I become much more detectable. There's actually a MiG-29 flying right above me. I'm going to turn on my ECMs on the bottom left-hand corner here. We've got the bomb bay door open. We've got the camera out. And I just need to hit the weapon release as I fly over this missile. There it is. Target photographed. And we're good. Let's pull away and close the bomb bay door to reduce our signature. But looks like all of the northern air defenses are all up in arms. We've got a MiG-29 on my tail in pursuit. And we've got additional aircraft coming in from the right side. Oh, and they are just painting me. My electronic countermeasures, my jammers are on. I'm trying to extend to the north here. Drop a decoy. That should draw their attention for a little bit. And let's get right down to the deck and reduce our electromagnetic signature, our EMV. Alright, I'm being tracked, so I have been spiked. Drop one more decoy, turn on our infrared jammers in case there's a heat-seeking missile on us. They're all paying attention to my decoy, but they'll be coming after me in just a second here. This is not good. The fact that something's tracking me is a really bad thing. Polarny, we've got Su-27 taking off. Properly pronounced as Polarny. Alright, still have a couple of fighters on my tail. This is a cat and mouse game. These games actually had modeled your heat signature, your radar signature, whether you fly in a notch towards a Doppler, pulse Doppler radar would make a difference. If your bomb bay doors are open, this increases your electromagnetic detection. AA-10 fired. That is an R27 It is up my ass. Let's go into a notch. Drop some chaff. Alright, notched. Haha. And yes, notching actually is kind of calculated in this game. Need to drop chaff and execute the maneuver. Oh, another AA-10. Another 27. I'm not notching it good enough. Let me get into a notch. Notch, 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 notch. I didn't notch. I'm hit. And I'm all out of chaff, guys. As a result of that, my bay doors have been damaged. I gotta stick to these notches here. There you go, turn 90 degrees to the missile. These guys are just spamming 27 ERs at me. There's one on my nose. Oh god. Alright, that's it. Time for Fox 3. Merge with like one guy here. IL-76 is firing 27 ERs. Oh yeah, apparently this F-117 also has a cannon. Alright, where's this hostile? Switch to Sidewinders, you should be close enough for that. Alright, there's Lock. Fox 2. Goodbye MiG-29, another hostile on my nose here. Flanker at 5 miles. This fight would not be happening. There's another Fox 2 launch. I think the rules were that I'm not allowed to engage fighters or other targets unless I've been fired upon. I think most of these guys fired on me. Well, we'll find out in the debrief. Alright, pretty intense, guys. Hopefully you don't mind all these noises and beeps. Alright, let's get back to the Chevron. We've got an Su-27 on my tail, IL-76 on my nose. It will be interesting to figure out if IL-76 has actually ever carried air-to-air weapons. I mean, they are AWACSs, but I don't know if they have a radar to actually track you. Alright, Fox 3 out. Let's watch this missile that comes in for the mainstay. Boom, splash IL-76. And I didn't see a 27 ER that flew right behind me. Alright, we've got our secondary target at 47 kilometers. I mean, the goal of this aircraft is to fly in without actually hitting and getting hit and getting into a fight. That's really the goal, which I have completely diverted from and screwed things up big time. Alright, we've got a Foxbat coming in. He should have an R27 for me, but I am low. Fox 3, that was my last AMRAAM. It's active. And splash Foxbat. Alright, let's turn back in onto our primary target. And there's an SA-10 launch on me from my 6 o'clock. No, from my 4 o'clock. SA-10 being the S-300. Turn on my ECM. I'm out of chaff, so all I can do now is deploy ECM for blinding the enemy radars. That's literally like turning on the jamming pod on your F-16. Down to 2 sidewinders. SAM radar at Pachanga is firing missile on me. This flanker should have destroyed me with archers, but I am plasma, and this is incredibly unrealistic. Whoa, missile on my 6! Oh, notched it just in time. In real world, the F-117 would have fallen apart in the air at that maneuver. Alright, Fulcrum. Left side. Low. Let's get on him. Another missile launch on me. Where's this Fulcrum? No joy, no joy. Continuing left-hand turn. Missile incoming! Oh no! Alright, missile's been grounded, and here's our Fulcrum. Fox 2. I'm all out of missiles. Splash. And there's more aircraft taking off. Fantastic. Let's finish our secondary target objective and get the hell out of here. I probably should have just gone home. Got 20 kilometers. It's about 10 miles to this fuel dump. And there's another SAM missile coming towards me, and a heater. Alright, standard procedure. Just need to put my flight path into the diamond, wait for the release. I'm at 1,600 feet, so I should be high enough to safely drop that bomb. Oh my god, there's a missile on my 6 o'clock. Will I eat it? Damn it. SA-12. Alright, paveway Pickle. Secondary target destroyed. Let's get the hell out of here. I just need to go north. This is way too hot for a little F-117 here. And they are all behind me. All those red dots that are blinking, those are all aircraft. I think all the yellow dots are possibly missiles. And it's pretty incredible. As you can see, guys, in this 1991 sim, they actually simulated which way the radars are pointing, which way the missiles are flying. Oh, missile right behind me. Oh, another hit. This is not good, guys. Realistically, I should be dead by now. After one hit from a 27R and 2 hits from S-300s. But as you can see, once you go to Kola Peninsula, you ain't coming back. Oh, there's another launch on me. My engine's damaged. I'm at only 68% thrust. My jammers are out, my betas are out, and I have an onboard fire, which is going to burn through my fuel way too fast. So all these factors actually make sense in this game. I mean, I can see the coast. If I can get to the ocean, I could bail out and save myself. The entire Air Force is chasing me. Oh dear God. Alright, let's speed up the time as I'm extending away from the hostiles, trying to get back north. Unfortunately, their radars are painting me, and my electronic signature is very detectable. And all I've got is flares. 250 kilometers to USS Kennedy, and I've got not a hell of a lot of fuel. I've got 4 aircraft on me. Pop flares against the Fox 2. That was probably a 27T or an ET on me there. Oof, avoided another Fox 2. And here comes a long-range SAM missile. I'm hit. Still got 60% thrust. I'm still okay. I should be long dead. Multiple missiles on me. Here comes the SA-10 hit. The S-300 has killed me. Trying to bring up my thrust. There you go, guys. Actually, I crashed into the ocean, but who's going to split the difference? Alright, targets destroyed. 474 points. I violated the rules of engagement by destroying 5 unauthorized military targets. Alright, now I'm in real trouble. I probably started World War III. Thank God this was just a training flight. Alright, let's recap this flight and see what the mission was. Glorious takeoff. Got photographs of the missile. And also took a S-300 hit. And started to go crazy, shooting just everything down with Fox 2s and Fox 3s. Destroyed pretty much half of the Air Force. Another cool feature here, so it shows that you've been tracked by a radar, which reduces your points. Another radar tracking you. And yep, just eating missiles. Paveway and fuel refinery destroyed. Trying to get out of here. There's the SA-10 hit. There's the other SA-10 hit, and I'm down and out, guys. Well, there you go. Plasma 1945 out. I've got a combat readiness ribbon.